and get everything together during your younger years of life so you can, in your future, fly like a butterfly and be free and relax and do all the things that you want to do. Get healthy. I mean, if you took care of your health when you was in the past tense, you would be looking like me now.
Thank you. Look at that. Isn't that fabulous, ladies and gentlemen? Give her a round of applause. That doesn't happen to anyone. Give her a round of applause. Thank you. Yes. Wow. Thank you. Right. So, all right. So Pam, we have something from you from all of the staff from 46. Pam, from all of us, that's for you. We want to give you a rose while you're here and say a rose to a rose. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, staff. Thank you. Again, can we give our staff a round of applause? It is very, very difficult.
Seems like it's another year and coming across some old tapes here, and just like cassette tapes, who uses this stuff anymore? So what I'm about to do right now, I'm about to go through my old archives, edit some old tapes. You can find them on YouTube under DJMARIO TV. Don't forget, if you'd like to be a subscriber, please do so. And you can find me Monday nights at Mocha Lounge, 2210 Frederick Douglass Boulevard. Tuesday night, Erotic Poetry, same location. And Wednesday night, you can find me at my favorite hotspot, Billy's Black, 271 West 119th Street. Well, that's that with a baseball bat. Don't forget, if you need me for future events, hit me up, 212-587-4979, 212-714-7188, or Diamond Video at 212-300-5665. And don't forget, it's nice to be important, but it's much more important to be nice. Thank you for tuning in to DJMARIO TV. So check this video out. It's coming up right after this. Peace.
Hey, how you doing? My name is James C.B. Gray, and I'm a community, social, and civil rights activist, a member of the National Action Network. I'm also the National Action Network Youth Huddle representative. And what that is basically a mentorship position where we mentor the youth of the National Action Network, create a platform which is a safe haven and a learning environment for them to embrace positive influence and learn about their African American history and culture, and also be groomed to become young leaders and activists. I do a lot of other things, but right now I'm really focused on the activism. I was a victim of police brutality back in 2011. This is something that changed my life. Before then, I was in a... Is he too loud? Okay, before then, I was a businessman who actually became the youngest black television producer to produce a TV show on NBC. So I had a lot of great opportunities in that line of work. I became a consultant for several networks and also a content provider. So I was just on the path of making a lot of money and establishing myself in the film and television world. I'm also an actor too. And becoming a victim of police brutality changed my course and my direction. And a lot of times, it takes an incident like that for people to wake up and identify with things that are happening on a level of injustice to others. And once they identify, they want to become a part of the solution, which I did. So this is ultimately coming around to how I met Sister Aisha Sekou, who was a very good friend of mine. and I'm also a volunteer for Street Corner Resources. And today's event here at Fred Samuels Playground was an event that was put together by Street Corner Resources, spearheaded by Sister Aisha Sekou, in order to raise awareness about mental health issues in the community. I'm a very stern advocate about mental health, the mental health community, and mental health issues. It's a very big stigma in the black community, especially, and I don't think that people are talking about it enough. I think that there are a lot of people that are suffering from it, and I think that once people identify with the causes and effects and the backlash, then they start to think, wow, I might even be suffering from a mental illness. A certain level of stress could trigger mental illness. And we all know, just being African American in the United States of America, there's a certain level of stress in itself. But we're not going to blame anything or anybody, and it's not about the blame game at all. But what it is about is identifying with these issues and helping those who are victims of these circumstances. Yes, you can reach me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus, and LinkedIn at James C.B. Gray, James C.B. Gray. Phone number 646-359-7295. Once again, that's 646-359-7295. Same number for 15 years.
Hi, my name is Janine Mayers, and I'm author of Infinite Love, The Pursuit book series. Happy holidays from DJMARIO TV.
And everyone, this is a glorious occasion. We're here to celebrate a great woman, a great educator. Pamela, we love you. We're here to celebrate you. We're here to celebrate all of your efforts. PS46 has been so fortunate to have you, and we will remember you forever and forever in our hearts. God bless you.
That I was able to work with Pam. She's a great individual, and I miss her terribly. I wish she hadn't retired, but I know that she's still doing great things for other people.
Congratulations, Miss Figueroa. You know we miss you and we love you very much. Okay, this is the beginning, and enjoy your life. Thank you.
Everyone, let me try this again. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much. We're ready to start this glorious evening here today. My name is George Young, and it has been my great honor to be the principal of PS46 for 20 years. I see here that I am to give a statement of purpose here, and that is easy to do. For this evening, I passed out and asked quite a few staff members and children to give me some comments about our honoree, Miss Rhonda Pamela Figueroa. I'm sorry, Pamela, I didn't know that. All these years I've been calling you Pamela first. And you know, ladies and gentlemen, what came about, and I think it sort of defines our purpose this evening. The thing that came about, first of all, was number one, here was a lady of great character and great dignity. Everyone spoke over and over again. The children, and it's interesting, there was a common thread between the children and the staff members. Everyone spoke often about how kind Miss Figueroa was, how generous she was, how supportive she was. So she got an A in that area. And she got an A, I know, also in the area of being a wonderful daughter. I've had the great fortune of meeting her mother and father who have passed on, but were great individuals. And I think she gets an A in that area because you could tell that these were great people who wanted to raise their children to do better than they did, and that they wanted their children to continue their legacy. So she got an A in that area as well. Give her another round of applause. I've met her husband and had many conversations with him over the years, and she gets an A in that area of being a wife and a companion. So give her an A there. And no one, all you have to do is look at George Jr. and Serena to know that she has been a successful mother. You can tell that they have been loved, nurtured, and supported. So she gets an A for being a mother. She gets an A for being one of the most outstanding educators I know. I have never known Pam to come to work and not give 100%. And certainly that was a blessing for me because being the principal, I never had to worry about when I was out the building. I knew that Pam, along with her other colleague, Judy Bermudez, they had the school and the school was in good hands. I knew that they had the back of the school, they had my back as well. So ladies and gentlemen, we're here to celebrate a great, great lady, a lady that's passed all of the tests in life. So I want you to sit back and listen to these tributes that will be coming forth, starting with Miss Rhodes, Miss Turnquist, and Miss Gilliard. Let's welcome them to the podium, please. Thank you.
The lightest face. Good evening, everyone. Pam, I need you to stand for this one, okay? Please stand up, our honoree. Pam, we have seen it all about you. You have been a daughter, a wife, a mother, a sister, a grandmother, a friend, and an educator. Be proud of all you have achieved, Pam. Special moments in life need to be recognized and acknowledged. Pam, your success is truly a special time in your life and in the lives of all those who care about you and your happiness. Stop and realize what it means to work hard for something and reach the goals that you have set and believe in. Now, Pam, you can stand up and feel proud of your independence and maturity that have come from your dedication and determination in your life. You have earned your success, and you should feel confident within yourself for all that you have achieved. So may the work that you have done speak for you. Praise
May the word my word has reached its end. There
Lord have mercy, I'll never talk about Michelle Turnquist again. Give her a round of applause. Michelle Turnquist, one of our senior staff members. And Miss Joyce Gilliard and our music teacher, Miss Ramel Rose. Would you give them a round of applause again? Wow, that was powerful. As Miss Sutton, family friend, approach the stage, please, immediately after that we're going to have Miss Ella Means. So Miss Sutton, would you come up?
Rhonda, Pamela, Pamela, wife, sister, mom, co-worker, neighbor, and friend. She's one of these, and in some cases more than one, to each of us, and we're here to honor her tonight. For me, she's my friend Pam, and my story is one of friendship. Pam and I began as neighbors. Both of us were living in New Jersey and commuting to the city. And now we all know that Pam is every woman. A woman of many looks. And it took me a while to realize that the woman that I saw every morning on the bus stop was the same person who taught the 5th grade special education class at the school. We became fast friends almost immediately, alternating driving to and from work each week. I eventually met Pam's husband, George, her children, Khalif and Zarina, her parents, Mr. and Mrs. Howard, her sister, Carol, and her brother, Gary. In Pam's trademark style, she opened her heart and her home and shared her family with me, inviting me to family dinners and celebrations. At the time, I'd recently lost my parents and my siblings were all married and had moved away. So this warm family welcome meant more to me than words can express. As a friend, Pam has always been non-judgmental. And when she doesn't agree, you can always count on Pam to give you a truthful, objective opinion in her own gentle way. Oftentimes, it could be humorous. Years later, after having been married and then divorced, my appreciation for the Figueroa Howard family grew even still greater when they once again offered their love and support. Like so many of you, there are many stories that I could tell of Pam's parents who allowed my daughter Samantha to call them grandma and granddad. Khalif, who indulged Samantha and gave her a stuffed animal dog that she named Bo and she cherished for years. Zarina, who treated Samantha like a little sister and allowed her to lie next to her while she painted her nails. George, Pam's husband, I so appreciate the times when he would keep Samantha with him while Pam and I ran to the mall. We'd be gone for hours, but always with the intention of coming right back. I realized years later that George always knew that we'd be gone half the day. But he never said a word. I'll never forget the day that we walked in the door and the first thing I saw was my daughter Samantha lying across the top of George's head as he calmly watched the football game. He was totally unfazed by her antics and I was amazed at his patience. Pam and George also took Samantha on a long vacation with them, a weekend vacation. Just the three of them went to the Poconos for a long weekend. And yes, as a single mom, those precious moments were much appreciated. And they'll always be cherished. Rhonda Pamela Howard Figueroa is a product of the family she was born into, a partner to the man that she married, and a pillar to the children she's raised. So Pam, whether you're that stylish blonde, that fiery redhead, or that sophisticated brunette, I'm here to honor you as a friend and to say thank you for touching my life in your special way. I love you, Pammy.
Mr. Young came up and he gave Rhonda, Pamela Figueroa, A+. A. When I finish, you're going to see why it should be A+. Uh-oh. Pam and I met over, I would say about 40 years ago. City College campus. I was in the ladies' room, and ladies, you know how when you're in the ladies' room and you look on the side and you see some fabulous boots? So I'm saying to myself, those are some fabulous boots. And I remember they were purple, gray, black, high top, pointy. I was like, those are some bad boots. I wonder who's wearing those boots. So anyway, we finished doing our thing. We had yet to meet. So we're washing our hands and you're looking in the mirror. And I looked over at her and I said, those boots are fabulous. And she said, oh, thank you. Laughing, I'm sure you have heard those type of thank yous from Pam. Needless to say, we did our journey through City College, and we were both studying education. And Pam, I'm going way back, so I'm going to reveal a little something. I'm not sure if a lot of people may know.
Don't tell it all.
All right, I won't tell it all. So we were educators in school, and we joined the Nation of Islam, because the Nation of Islam said, build your community, educate your children. And we were future educators. And even though we didn't subscribe to a lot of the different tenets, one of the things that we did subscribe to was that we wanted to be educators and be nurturers for our community to educate and raise our children. So Pam went to do student teaching before I did, and then she got a job. Remember USBC, a nonprofit organization? Pamela was teaching there before she joined the Department of Education, and I was doing student teaching shortly thereafter. So the deal is Pam gets there first, and then she calls me and says, V, this is the deal, you better come here and do your student teaching. Which I did. So we did our experience at City College. We got married. Pam was my maid of honor in my wedding. I was in her wedding. Her sister Shahida introduced me to my husband Yusuf. Yusuf and I just celebrated 37 years. 37 or 38? No, 38 years. How long was you in Georgia? You in Georgia, how long? 37. So Pam and Georgia, 37 years. The gentleman sitting at the dais at the right, he was in the wedding carmine. I mean, there's a lot of love and history in this room. So we were in each other's weddings. We got pregnant together, not at the same time, but you know what I mean. Our children are months apart. And Mr. Young, I'm going to piggyback off of what you said in terms of her children. Zarina and Khalif, your mother is such a beautiful woman. She did an excellent job with you guys. We love her very much. George, you did the right thing. You know, you're a smart man, 38 years, you did the right thing to hold on to this beautiful jewel. Pam, years later, many years later, we went our separate ways because we have a catering company, so I left the Department of Education and I worked with my husband because he insisted a good woman stands behind her husband. So I'm like, all right, I'll do that. So what happened is I went to work with him, so I lost a couple of years with the Department of Education, and I had gotten laid off, and I'm talking to Pam on the phone, and she says, Venicia, why don't you go downtown, get your certificate, and come work at the school. So now I'm like, oh, my girl is the AP. However, Pam and I knew how to separate business from pleasure, so I never took advantage of our friendship. And Pam, what I want to say to you, what I was really impressed upon is when I walked in that school, Mr. Young, you were there every morning greeting everyone. That's right. I was so impressed by that. Pam, in the morning you were there, in the evenings you were there, sunrise to sunset, you were there. She has always been a committed woman, very committed, and she demonstrated that commitment in everything that she did and does and continues to do. So I was very honored, Pam, and what I want to say to you is that when I came to IS 46, a lot of people in this room, and I would say the people in this room, you guys really embrace me as part of your family. And when I came the other day, Pam is texting me, I'm like, I'm at 46 now, I'm at 46 now. But the people in this room embraced me, Pam, and as a result of you reaching out to me at a time when I needed to rejoin the workforce, you introduced me to a lot of people in this room that love you and shared that love with me. So for that, I thank you. I love you with all my heart. I need to tell one more story. And it's, Mr. Young, I want, when I tell the story, she's not a violent woman, but I have to tell this story. One day, Shahida, you're gonna remember this. One day we were going to New Jersey to a rally, and we were riding in a car with these women. And for some reason or the other, the woman's spirit didn't meet with mine, and she wanted to attack me, and she's talking all of this stuff. And I'm like, and she says to me, I'm gonna fight you, this, that, and the other. And I'm like, we had on these Muslim headpieces, you know, draped down Islamically, and she's going through all of this saying she wants to fight. So I'm like, yeah, okay. All of a sudden, this woman turns around and jumps to charge me. Now, Pam, stand up. She's shorter than me. This woman leaps on my lap to protect me. Now, Miss Pam had like diamonds on, y'all know how she rolls. She had the diamonds. She had the diamonds on her fingers. Pamela jumps in my lap and proceeds to pow, pow, pow. It's like, oh my God. Protecting. A good friend protects. That incident is very tacky, I'm sorry to say. But the point that I'm trying to make is that Pam is a friend to protect. And I'm like, she's shorter than me. And Pam's like, come on. Diamonds and all. And I was like, Pam has been a protector. There's not enough words that I can say for you, Pam. I also wanted to say my parents were supposed to be here this evening because we also have a relationship going generations. Unfortunately, they couldn't be here. So what they asked me to do was to give you a hug for them in honor of your parents. So Miss Pam, you're getting ready to retire. A lady of leisure. You use this time to do you. You've done and you continue to do for everyone else. So what I would like for you to do is enjoy your retirement. You are a beautiful, spiritual woman. God bless you. And one other thing I want to share, okay, because I know I could talk a lot, but there were a lot of times when we would come to school, Pam would pray every day in her office that everyone in every classroom, in every office had a blessed day, and that every teacher was blessed to guide their students in a way that they could learn so that they could better serve themselves in their communities. Every day this woman prayed, a spiritual woman, and you can be spiritual and fabulous. Pam, I love you from the bottom of my heart, and may God bless you.
Thank you, Miss Ellerman. That was fabulous. Give her another round of applause. What can you say, ladies and gentlemen? Where would any of us be without family? And we're moving right on to reflections from the family. And I see we have Miss Pamela's sister first to come up and speak on behalf and about her sister. So would you please come up at this time? The family, we're going to move right on to reflections. Please come up.
Say a few wonderful things about my fabulous sister. She's my friend. She's my sister. She's my best companion in every kind of way. And I want to give congratulations to a wonderful, fabulous person who gave her life and dedication from her heart to teachers, the students, the administrators, her colleagues. Pam goes all out of her way for everybody. If you have any needs, and she prays for me all the time. We pray together. She's my prayer partner, and our prayers come through. And I just want to say, you have a great retirement. Enjoy every minute of it. You deserve every single second, because you have given your heart. I remember when I lost my job at IBM. I was an administrator for 15 years. I didn't have a job. I was a single parent. I didn't know which way to go. And Pam said, come with me. You can be a teacher. You have your degree. I'll help you. She was my mentor. I didn't know how I was going to make it. I didn't know anything about teaching or the Board of Education or anything. She said, that's all right. I'll take you by the hand. I'll show you. Every day I came home and said, what should I do with this situation? What should I do about that? She said, do this, do that. This will work. I'll come in the classroom. I'll help you. She was always there for me. And she made me a wonderful teacher. And I'm going to retire too. 20 years I've been in the Board of Education. But Pam is the one that helped me all the way through. She held my hand. She got me there on top. And I got my master's degree. She helped me in that way too. We helped each other with our examinations. We studied together. She told me the answers. I told her the answers. We were like a team player. We said, we're going to make this. We're going to rise to the top. I said, yes, Pam, come on, let's go. So I just want to say thank you, Pam, for everything you have given me. You have helped so many people get jobs. She recommends people when they're out of jobs and don't have an employment. She finds a way. She's a wonderful, beautiful sister and a person, a mother, a grandmother, always there for the kids, always. Excuse me. She's so sweet. She's like an angel on this earth. And I just thank you. Just want to say thank you. Okay, I'm just going to introduce Serena now. Serena, her daughter, will come up and say some things.
Okay, I'm a very emotional person, so you have to excuse me. Especially when it comes to my mom. I don't know, I'm taking it in. Okay, I was actually writing this speech on the plane from an interview from Phoenix. And as I started writing the speech on my laptop, I just started crying. I can't even finish the speech. So the lady next to me is like, is everything okay? I'm like, I'm trying to write a speech for my mother. But anyway, so I started writing the speech for my mother. I have so many emotions and words to say, but cannot seem to put them all in writing. So here goes. There are takers and givers in this life, and my mother is the ultimate giver. I don't always get the chance to tell my mother how much I appreciate and love her for the person she is to myself and others, for always offering her hand out to give to the next person, and expecting nothing in return but God's everyday blessings. I know I am. My mother has gone above and beyond to make sure that I'm always in a sound mind, body, and spirit. And I feel that this day, and days like this, are the ultimate thank you to a person so deserving. I found a conversation between an unborn child speaking with God, and it reads, a baby asks God, they tell me you are sending me to earth tomorrow, but how am I going to live there being so small and helpless? God said, your angel will be waiting for you and will take care of you. Again, the child asked, "And how am I going to be able to understand when people talk to me if I don't know the language?" God said, "Your angel will tell you the most beautiful and sweet words you will ever hear, and with much patience and care, your angel will teach you how to speak." "And what am I going to do when I want to talk to you?" God said, "Your angel will place your hands together and will teach you how to pray." "Who will protect me?" God said, "Your angel will defend you even if it means risking its life." "But I will always be sad because I will not see you anymore." God said, "Your angel will always talk to you about me and will teach you the way to come back to me, even though I will always be next to you." At that moment, there was such peace in heaven, but voices from earth could be heard. And the child hurriedly asked, "God, if I am to leave now, please tell me my angel's name." God replied, "You will simply call her Mom." I thank God for blessing me with my angel on earth, my mother. I'm good.
Marina, you're making my lashes come on.
Sorry. Everyone has a person that they admire, and for me, it has always been my mother. She is my rock, my self-esteem when it's low, my sunshine through the storm, my encourager and strength when I'm weak. You can sit down, I'm not done yet. Yes, ma'am. My encourager and strength when I'm weak. My mother is the epitome of elegance, a charming and tenacious leader, engaged mother and confidant, a woman that leaves an influence or a piece of her with everyone she encounters. Her first impression is lasting. Her lasting impression is unforgettable. We only have one mom, for me, Mommy, one mother in this world, one life. Do not wait for the tomorrows to tell your mom you love her. Mommy, I love you. And I am proud of everything you stand for and represent as a woman, a mother, a grandmother, a sister, an aunt, a wife, a friend, and your last role as an assistant principal. What an inspiration you are. I can only hope to be just like you when I grow up. Thank you for giving me life. Thank you for being my best friend. And thank you for your unconditional love.
Obviously, my sister's the more emotional one of us, too. But I didn't prepare anything, so I wanted to speak from the cuff. Because I'm just not that kind of preparation person. And these kind of things. I wanted to just take it like how I felt it. And my mom, I was trying to think of one word that I could think of when I thought of her, but many that come to mind. But two that come to my mind right at the top: selfless and inspiration. You're the most selfless person I've ever met, ever known. And I think I've experienced that, Serena's experienced that, Daddy's experienced that, and all the people you touched at the schools that you worked at over 30 years plus. And you touch everybody that you meet in some kind of way. And everybody who's here, I'm sure they can give you tons of stories. But for me, you've been an inspiration from the beginning. And I don't know. You've inspired me from the beginning. You pushed me into so many different things that I probably didn't want to do, but I did. Because I want to make you proud. And I hope that I can make you proud, because you made me proud. And you continue to. And that's all I got to say.
actually wasn't on the program, but I did have to get up and say a few words to my Aunt Pam. I'm Pam's niece, her first niece through marriage. My name is Selena, and she's everything to me as well. She's been like a mom to me, actually. Oh God. It's okay. She's always taught me to stand up, be strong, to pray. She's been my fashion icon way before Beyonce. Way before. Selena. Yes. Pamela, Carol, and Venicia. Oh my God. They taught me everything I know about fashion. I was actually Pamela's flower girl when her and my uncle got married. Yes, and I don't know, she's just a beautiful person. She's like a grandmother to my daughter as well, and she's always been there to help me through thick and thin. And I love you so much, and I'm so happy to be a part of this day with you.
I would like to bring up my father and husband of Miss Pamela, Rhonda, whatever you'd like to call her.
Tell the truth.
Yeah, that is kind of hard for me. Because I'm the husband. But first, I would like to thank everyone for coming out this frigid evening. And secondly, I would like to show my appreciation and hope that you join me in applauding all those that were involved in organizing the celebration. Thirdly, I would like to say to my wife and your honoree, officially, congratulations and welcome to retirement. I've heard that for every person wishing to teach, there are 30 students wishing not to be taught. So education is a challenge, and even more so in the inner city. And I have shared all the highs and lows from A to Z, whether I wanted to hear them or not. And out of all the mathematical equations that you might encounter in your careers, she would always surface with the #1 equation of love. She felt everybody's pain and always gave 100%. Her fingerprints are everywhere. We had both of our children while she was pursuing her degree. Not only did she graduate, but she also managed to obtain 2 masters. She is a beacon to light any challenge path. We have 37 years under our belt, and I can only hope for 37 more. Out of all the lives that you have touched and saved, know that I am one of them.
Wow.
it's hard for me to not be moved, and when everybody shows up. So again, thank all of you.
Yes.
I'm going to ask Miss, wow, give another round of applause. Thank you, George. That was, man, off the hook. I'm going to ask that Miss Solis and Miss Lee, would you bring the items up and perhaps someone else can help them. There's several things here, Pam, that we want to present to you this evening. And then we will, the bar is open, the food is continuing.
Oh my God, this is gorgeous.
Can we hold that up, please?
Oh, wow.
Be careful, don't. Please don't drop it. Yeah. Just read it. Please. Right. And we're going to ask Ms. Lee, can you read this, please, from the superintendent?
It's so
Yes. Okay, this is to Miss Pamela Figueroa, awarded to Miss Pamela Figueroa for your dedicated years of outstanding service and commitment. Thank you for everything you have done. You truly make a difference. This is awarded to, again, Pamela Figueroa, and the award is called the Making the Difference Award. To Pamela Figueroa from Gail Reeves, District 5, Superintendent.
Superintendent, thank you. We also have a couple individuals, Pam, that wanted us. Let's give her another round of applause and welcome our honoree to the stage, Miss Pamela.
All of you really touched me. I'm speechless. And usually I don't get speechless. But I just want to say, first of all, I have to praise God for each one of your presence. You didn't have to come here this evening, but God put the Spirit in each one of you to come out. And I thank God through my Lord Jesus Christ that He put it in your spirit because it's favor. And I thank each one of you. Each one of you are so special in God's eyes. He loves each one of you. And you are so precious to Him. Most of you who know me, you know I'm a God-fearing woman. I mean, some of you don't know me, but the ones, no, most of you know. It's your family. I mean, I couldn't flow into that school, you know, I'm a God-fearing woman, but God uses me and works through me to bring people together. I think that's my mission, to bring everyone together and unite each one because He loves each one of you since you're so special to Him. So He's using me really as the family to bring us all together. My nucleus family, my husband, my children, my sister, my niece, my friends, my close friends, Serene, all of you. Venetia, I've known these people for like 30 years, but my husband knows me most. He knows me when you're not there. He sees another person. I'm not going to say Glazella. But he doesn't see the Rhonda Pamela. He sees all of me. And his words were so special this evening. I want to thank you. I thank my children. I have to thank my nucleus family first. I have to because I see them every day, and my friends, Serene, Venetia, Shirley. I can't name each of you because it would take all night, but I'm going to greet each one of you again. My PS46 family, where are you? Stand please again. You gotta give yourselves a hand because you are wonderful. You my extended family, and I love you, each one of you so much for just taking the time to come, like Mr. Young said on a Saturday. You actually came out here. Do you know how precious that is to me, to see your faces, each one of you? Each one of you, I have a relationship with each one of you, right? A certain personal relationship with each one of you. And it's different, because you're all different, no one's alike. Like I said, with my family, I have a different relationship, but I have a relationship with them also. And I don't want to talk about my history or, I've been at the school for 31 years. I taught. I was a staff teacher, all of that, AP. But God placed me there with Mr. Young and Ms. Bermudez, who's been like the dream team. You have to respect them very much because Mr. Young and Ms. Bermudez, I learned so much from them. Ms. Bermudez is not here, but her spirit is here. She taught me a lot, the two of them, and I appreciate that so much. You don't know, I've learned how to make decisions, how to be trustworthy, how to make preparations, plans. Running a school, that's what you taught me to do, and I appreciate just being in your midst. God placed me in your midst so I can learn this and be an example of you and exemplify it to the staff in the community. That's how I see it. So, it's not my day or my retirement. We all work together to make the school, and we all work together, and God wants us all united. We have children in our hands. I'm talking like I'm still a teacher. Like still in the middle. Well, I'm always going to be a teacher, always. That's just my calling. But each one of us, He wants us to unite to help the children. The children need us so much, and like Mr. Young said, we make an impact on the children. They need us. We're the examples. So whatever you do or whatever you say to them is going to reflect on them, and you're going to see yourself through them. Most of you are excellent teachers, I have to say. You are excellent professionals. You've been with the team. Just respect your principal, and our new AP, Ms. Goodman. Yes, Ms. Goodman, respect them because they are there to help you. They're not there to hinder you or to throw daggers at you. We're all a team and we're all on a mission. And the mission is what God wants us to work together to help the community and the children. I had a speech and I left it home. So this is coming from my heart. But I wanted to say something about the past, the present, and the future because I reflected on my retirement. I said, what can I say to them about retirement? Because they're not retired or anything, so not yet. But what can I say that can be encouraging? When you look at the past, the present, and the future, I look at those three composites or elements. I look at the past, and then I look at the three elements of the states of matter, like liquid, solid, liquid, and gas, those three elements. I look at the spring, fall, summer, and winter. Keep this in mind, what I'm saying. Spring, summer, winter, and fall, look at that as another composite. And when you take all these composites and look at your past is like your summer years of life. That's when you really like, in a metamorphosis stage, like a caterpillar. You're having fun, you're partying. This is like up to you like 20 years old, partying, not thinking about anything, just having a good time, carefree, doing whatever, no plans, no children's, traveling. You're doing all the things in life, and everything is physical, immediate gratification, right? That's your past, and that's like your summer years of life, when you're early. Now we're moving into our present. And I look at those years like your 30s, 40s. Now you're getting a little more mature in life, becoming a little more accountable. You have families, children, married, partnership, going on the mental level, you're getting your degrees, college, studying, competing, getting your house, your family, grandkids. All of that is like in that present tense, and that's like I picture it as your mental state of mind, where this is the mental level. Now the past was your physical, right? Keep in mind what I'm saying. Past was the physical, the present is your mental, and now we go into like the 40s, 50s and up. This is going into your winter years of life, where I'm at right now. Okay? Winter years, now you may not agree with me, it's okay. But this is how I'm seeing life and its perspective in the journey of life. In your winter years, now you start getting more spiritual, more God-related. You're very mature now. You're into health. You're trying to stay alive. What you should have been doing in your early years. But you're more conscious now in the winter years of your life, which now you're becoming a butterfly, your metamorphosis. Yes, I forgot to say the present was your cocoon life. Now, these wings right here, butterfly, flying away. You're in the future now. And this is when you're taking time to really look back and reflect. My past, present, my future, everything I've done, where am I going, my purpose in life, what am I going to do now? I say all this to say this, life is a journey. It would have been good if you planned your future in your past. Right. And get everything together during your younger years of life so you can, in your future, fly like a butterfly and be free and relax and do all the things that you want to do. You're healthy. I mean, if you took care of your health when you was in the past tense, you would be looking like me now. From the wise. So I say all of this to sum up. Really reflect, on your life. Look at the things that you're doing. Take care of your health. Do all of that now. Take care of your business. Be accountable. Do everything while you can while you're younger. So when you get to your older years of your future or your winter years, you can fly like a butterfly. And that's the final stage of a metamorphosis. A metamorphosis stage of life is flying and being free. That's where you want to go. So on that note, I want to thank each and every one of you, Mr. Young, the Sunshine Committee, my friends. Oh my God, each one of you, I love you so much, and I hope God did use me to be a part in your life, because He uses people and He takes people to be a part. There's a couple of administrators here, besides Monica. Someone else in the administration? Just Monica. Stand just for a minute, Monica. Okay, Monica Rivers. She's another administrator. Just, it's hard to be a leader, very hard, but we need the cooperation or the unity and uniting with teachers to work together, because we're all in this together, and the main bottom line is the children. That's right. That's what you're affecting. So just keep that in mind, that plan your life. Plan it now. Do your health. Go take time to do your exercises. If you're young, in the 30s, 40s, or 50s, take time for you so you can be healthy, eat right, do your exercises. Take that time. Don't just work and don't get into yourself. And that's the bottom line. That's the note that I want to leave with you. And I want to thank each and every one of you. Like I said, there's so many to thank, personally, but we'll be here all night. But I'm going to come around and just looking at some of your faces, Shelley, she's laughing. Dobson, she came from North Carolina to be with us. The Dobson family. Dobson used to work at PS 46. Miss Dobson, We have Shirley back there, Shirley Jackson, family of the Friends. It's so many of you, but I can't say all the names now because, like I said, I'll take all night. But just take the words of wisdom and really try to get into you and spend time with you so you can have some long, strong winter years. You want to live long and finish strong. That's it. Okay? Thank you so much, each and every one of you, and I'm going to come around, and I appreciate your presence so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much.